Okay, so I didn't do the checks today. I woke up this morning to go, and it was too early for me. So, well, and then I was told, oh, you can take pictures of the checks and deposit them, and I tried to figure that out. It was impossible for me. I'm not going to deal with this for too long, and then I moved on. So I'll go tomorrow. I'm setting up how long it'll take for the CPSIA, those little regulations on the products. I probably don't have to do that stuff. Nobody's going to ask. But when I do want to expand and go to the Lori's hospital gift shops or the Go Calendars Toys and Games, uh, or if I ever want to move, even Barnes and Nobles, you have to have these things. So it's best to getting started is the hardest part. Just get started completely, and then you don't have to worry about that stuff. Um, so I'm trying to figure out, what is the address? How long is it going to take? And what paperwork do I have to sign? I thought I had ordered 500, and then I realized, oh gosh, these I'm gonna get 16 boxes of 32, so I need more than just 500. Plus, I need 4 extra. So now I'm 4 extra for the testing, 4 extra Carolines for the testing, and dang, now I have to order more hang tags. I hope that they'll give me 16 for that 27-cent wholesale price that I was getting. Luckily, they had actually made 520 hang tags, so I got very lucky on that one. So I've been doing lots of research on sales. And when I first did those 20 toy stores in Long Island, I was really disappointed with the results. I did get 2 meetings. And then I want to say from maybe 3 or 4 other stores, it could have been 6. I got information that was not available on the website. So I talked to the receptionist and I got emails that they told me only the employees use these emails and use this email to send over the information to the owners. That was really awesome. And from this research that I was finding, I saw that as a fail. And I saw it as a fail because it wasn't a meeting. But from what all these salespeople are saying, it's not really. You're winning every second that you're keeping them on the phone. And I kept them on the phone for a long period of time. And I was listening to this guy today say most people see the receptionists as a a wall, a screener, uh, an object. I don't know what the word is, to get around. And this person said, it's not. It's a friend. It's an ally. It's your receptionist as well. If you make a good point, if you their job is to their job is to gatekeep. But if you do a good job of showing your value and your interest, and you sell well, then they will open the gates to you. And they did that. They gave me those numbers. So they gave me these emails. So I realized, holy moly. I went into these calls, these cold calls, with the intent to just ask questions because they said, I don't know anything. I don't know what they're all about. I don't know how to do any of this. I might as well just ask as many questions as possible. And it turned out that that was exactly what I needed to do, was ask as many questions as possible and not be salesy whatsoever. And that was the salesy thing to do. So I had that revelation after researching that I've been doing and realizing, oh my gosh, I am far more capable than I believe myself to be, even though I don't know anything. It turns out that I can do some sort of research and I can, I guess, it's kind of, this is maybe a bit of a contradiction, but be humble enough to not go in there and try and be salesy and say, I don't know, I'll ask, and just be a person. Holy moly. You know, humble enough to not Dunning Kruger myself into acting like an ass. So that was really nice. Uh, but tomorrow there, I will hopefully deposit that money and then be ready to make the purchases. I'm working on the sales pitch or just trying to keep reiterating myself with the questions to be asked, how to ask them. And I'm also working on this game design document, a short form version which will help me develop the long form version for this kind of you can't really call it a battle royale or arena shooter or arena um, I don't know what the heck to call it, honestly. I've been trying to look up genres and doing as much video game genre research as possible to nail down what the heck this thing is that I'm trying to make. But whatever, this collectible finance uh, arena battle base builder, MMO thing, advertising game. And it's how I'm going to do it is I'm going to first, as I said, I'm going to do this short form game design document, which will help me develop the longer form. I want to just kind of get my ideas and organize them quickly, then expand on those ideas. And while I'm expanding on those ideas, go and make a board game version so that I can play it and see it, and then I can find the faults, the problems and the bugs in that board game version, and go back over to this long form document and adjust it. So I have to sort of engineer it and then reverse engineer it to get the bugs out, and then fix that long form document. And then once that long form document is fixed, I can go back to the original short form document and really nail everything down, because the short form document is going to be what becomes your, I guess, I don't want to call it marketing material, because now that I've learned what marketing is, it's not really what I thought it was, so I'm going to call it advertising material. But it does have marketing material in there, which leads to what your advertising material becomes. Anyway, so I've been working on that because I really want to. I was looking at Warren Buffett and Berkshire Hathaway and seeing how, that was a really smart move where, if you're going to play the stock market, you're definitely not going to make as much money playing with just your own personal funds than you would if you owned a business that was generating money, and you use the business's funds to play the stock market. So I'm saying, I'm not using Norsum to do that, but I'm sort of looking at Caroline the cow and saying I'm going to keep it small, and it's really going to be the thing that funds these other toys. I'll grow it slowly, but there's going to be a certain point where I think I'll just kind of keep it small and niche, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a global brand. It just has to be something big enough to be able to fund this game. And it'll be a physical product that helps me move into the video game realm, where I would like to mix and match video games and toys into one. But nevertheless, I do want to prepare for that now, because I'm feeling so powerful with the learning to sell, and that if I can really learn to sell, the selling and advertising, when I nail that down, I can already develop products. If I can sell and advertise the products, market, advertise, and sell the products, then I'm really golden, and I have got the whole process down. And Caroline the cow is going to be really good for, gift shops, the hospital shops, and toy stores, which are not really too gigantic. It's really more the gifts, which take up toy stores, sort of have taken up the place of toy stores. Probably always have. But it fits into that, while this mobile game, I'm going to start to maneuver into video game stores and retro game stores and reselling stores, which there are often more of. That's going to be, for this video game, those are going to be my initial, because there are two characters. There's a maker and a merchant. As of right now, there's a maker and a merchant, and the maker holds ad spaces, and the merchant puts their ad on the ad space. So these retro game and arcade game and reseller stores, board game stores will, I'm shooting for them to be the merchants. And I'll say, hey, this is going to be pre-launch. If you can get into it, have a little paper brochure of some sort that will sit at their cash register if they allow this, and they say, hey, if you scan this code, download this game, you can play and make real money, XYZ, whatever the pitch is. Support our store by playing this game. Anyway, so once I can master that, I really would like to start to move out into the video game and games in general. Because I see the value in those games. I mean, there's a lot of, they're very bad, lots of them, but some of them are okay. And where am I going with any of this? What was I going to say? I completely lost my train of thought. These games and moving for, oh, the value in them, in that how little overhead they have, and the fact that dispersing them nationwide or globally is far easier. You know, you slap them up on the Play Store, whatever Play Store you're slapping it up on, and then you market the thing. There it goes. It sits and it can be downloaded. Pretty solid. Okay, I mean, I know I'm always saying this, but it's way too long. The video's too long. It's going to take forever. So, with that, I will talk to you guys tomorrow.